Good to be here in Vegas. Today, we're going to talk about AI. AI, baby. We're going to give you some insights into the world of AI. We're going to talk about what's real, what's not real. I want you to really get excited and as excited about the future of revenue enablement, sales enablement, the future of sales, and how AI is going to influence it. And so, I don't know if you realize how fast this has happened. Like, we now have $1.6 billion visits to ChatGPT, the open ChatGPT, on a monthly basis. Just for some context, 200 million in December of 2022. So like less than a year ago, it was only 200 million. And you know, with about 100 million users every month. Pretty amazing. It's real, it's here, and everyone is trying to figure out, what are they gonna do with it? How's it gonna affect our businesses? And you know what? We posed this question. So we got really curious ourselves. And we decided to go on a tour. And so we went around the US, sat down, small dinners, 12 to 20 people, and we hosted these Jeffersonian dinners where we ask questions and we talk about top use cases and challenges and really want to get into people's minds to help everyone on this journey because it's here. AI is here. And so I'm going to share with you some insights from these dinners. So as I think about all these dinners that we hosted, here are 3 observations. Number 1, everybody's curious. Everybody's really curious around use cases, applications, what's real, what's not real. A ton of curiosity. Amazing. But the conversation quickly shifts in every single dinner we hosted to some confusion. Because the what's real, what's not real it's a really big issue. And so we're going to give you some examples today of what's real today and where are we going in the future. But it always comes back to fear. Folks are always worried about their data, confidentiality, their customer. How's this going to work? And because a lot of people, like those $1.6 billion visits, the 100 million people, like they're sharing, for the most part, confidential information. And so you got to start thinking through a strategy of AI that's trusted, secure, private. We're going to talk more about that. And so that's what today's about. I want you to be educated. We want to educate you, want you to walk away with some clarity around how to leverage generative AI, ChatGPT AI in your go-to-market teams. And also want you to have some clarity around some efficiency, some improvements, how you can really gain the maximum value. So that's what we're going to do today. How does that sound? How are we doing? End of the day here, folks. I love it. I love coming up on the rear. And we've got an amazing awards ceremony afterwards as well that I'll be presenting some awards to some CROs. So let's get into it. Every time we brought folks together, this was a big conclusion that everyone had. You know, the current ChatGPT, OpenAPI, all the stuff that we're doing, the generative AI, it's getting us to a place, whether it's through content creation, whether it's through data analysis, whether it's through email writing, whatever it is that we're using it for, it's kind of getting us 80 to 90% of the way there. So like, we still need to be thinking. We still need to be applying our reason, our insights, but it's saving us a ton of time. And it's getting us 80 to 90% of the way there. And here's the crazy part, in milliseconds, like milliseconds. So it's wild. And so as we think about how are people today using generative AI, ChatGPT in their businesses, I thought I'd take you on a little journey, walk you through go-to-market machine, and let's talk about some of the roles, right? From an SDR, sales development, business development person, you know, they're using it to write better emails. They're using it to do research. You know, they can research public data, they can prioritize accounts. It's pretty effective. Salespeople are using it also to engage their customers and prospects. They're also using it to collate and research information, and they're using it to also kind of write emails faster, right? Those are good use cases, right? We all agree, like good use of time, good application of technology that frankly didn't exist 6 to 8 months ago. Customer success folks as well are able to think about adoption best practices, and they can quickly, search, come up with stuff, and they get some good insights. Managers are now able to get prescriptive coaching instantly. Here's how my team is doing. Give me some insights on how I can make them do better. And, looking at data like instantaneously. Marketing's getting a ton of value right now because they're also checking headlines on subjects, website copy, so there's a ton of value. And then enablement and ops, from an ops perspective, think about the spreadsheets and the data and how long does it take to analyze data? A long time, milliseconds. And enablement folks, maybe they're creating better training. Maybe they're all these maybes. But here's the problem with this slide. They're doing it on ChatGPT. Just take that in for a second. They are sharing company confidential information, for the most part, not saying everyone is, because this has happened so fast. People are doing it, and it's just becoming part of the overall library of information. There's this massive large language model, LLM, you've heard people talk about that. There's this large model of information, and those 100 million people, because there aren't standards, because there aren't systems that are in place that are going to provide the security, guess what? They're doing it, and it scares me, and it scares all those people that we invited to those dinners, thinking about a sales manager posting their pipeline forecast. Kind of scary. Thinking about a CSM posting their install base accounts and adoption stats. Kind of scary. And thinking about, an SDR uploading their target account list. Hey, it's happening, folks. So don't think it's not happening. It is happening. And so what we want to do is I'm going to go back. So that gives you a sense of what is happening, right? And so before I go to the next slide and kind of give you a little glimpse into the future, everything I described to you right there, while it's happening in a public space, there are examples, and we're going to show them to you. There are examples of companies today that are seeing dramatic improvements, dramatic benefits, efficiency gains, content creation, for marketing, all those things we talked about, all those efficiency gains, it is real. And so now we got to bridge the gap. We got to bridge the gap between all the promise of AI and generative AI and ChatGPT and doing it in a secure, trusted, safe way, right? So we got to bridge that gap. But I want to give you a little glimpse, right? Right now we're doing emails. Right now we're doing, list prioritization, and we're still early stages. This is not even first inning of a baseball game here. I get this all the time from our customers telling us, it's so early. The potential is so huge. It's incredible. So let me show you the potential. Right? So now let's shift from the public ChatGPT to a private model. So this is where we're going. We're going to a place where each and every one of you at your companies will have a private LLM model. You're probably already thinking about it. You're working on it. You're also going to ask and demand that your technology partners prove to you that they also are respecting the importance of confidentiality. Remember those concerns. Everyone's curious, but they're concerned. So we got to get people to not be concerned, and we've got to prove. So where we're going is the following. We're talking about sales enablement, go-to-market efficiencies, right? Most companies today have thousands of courses sitting in a learning system, and if they're using SalesHood, it's sitting in SalesHood, which is great. They've got tens of thousands of sales content assets sitting in systems, across their network. They've got billions and trillions of minutes of conversation intelligence data, which is sitting there, right? We know no one goes and listens to those calls. Who listens to them anymore? There's too much. Feed's crazy. And then you've got billions and billions of dollars of transactions in your Salesforce, Microsoft data, right? So you've got all this data. We're going to get to a place very soon where you're going to be able to trust that you can ask your system a question, and the answer is going to be informed with all this data. Ask it a question, which account should I focus on right now based on my account list, right? And give me the relevant presentations and give me some coaching and training. Boom. 30 seconds later, not even 30 seconds. ChatGPT is too slow. It's even faster. You're going to get, here are the courses. Here is your pitch for your target accounts based on all the won-loss deals. You saw the segmentation before, pretty awesome. Here is, verbatim comments and quotes from customers that love your system. And so anyway, so it's pretty amazing where we're at. I want this to be real for you. So real use cases, real applications, to leverage this amazing opportunity of ChatGPT, generative AI in your businesses and your go-to-market, right? So with SalesHood, we live in a world where we're helping companies with readiness, effectiveness, and execution. It's the extent of my pitch. You heard my team member, Nate, do his pitch today. Big round of applause for Nate. Where's Nate? Awesome pitch. So you heard it. You know what we do. So here are 4 AI sales enablement applications I want you to think about. So, number 1. Now remember, this is all in a private LLM. Like we jumped on this, right? We realized that this is happening, and so we were able to add a trusted, private, secure ChatGPT generative AI layer across our entire platform. So it's there. You can trust it. Whenever you search things and you use it, the data doesn't get surfaced to the public web at all. So it's trusted. And so here's a fabulous quote from one of our customers. I'm saving so much time creating training and assessments with SalesHood's AI Publisher. So the idea that you could ask AI a question and say, hey, watch the product manager videos and then create a test with multiple choice, different types of testing, and create a training class and create testing and do that for me. Like, how long would it take someone to do that? Days, right? Amazing, right? The ability to create playbooks, competitive battle cards, amazing, 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 right? So this is one use case which is real. I welcome you to go take a look at it today. It blew my mind when my team showed it to me, how amazing the AI Publisher is. And as we say, wait, there's more. AI Coach, right? An objective way to provide feedback on someone's pitch, on their messaging, tone, duration, words used, words not used. It's real, right? Looking at some of the top performers, right? It's private, right? The last thing I want are my reps posting their pitches on the public domain. Like, I wouldn't want that. No one wants that. Pitch recommendation for sellers, coaching recommendations for managers. Amazing, amazing. And custom prompts. So I had a customer call me this morning, texted me, John from Copado. Hey, UI, I can't believe what you just rolled out. Like, tell me, what do you love about it? He goes, we have a Dreamforce pitch going on, and I was able to write out our Dreamforce script, load it into the AI custom prompt, SalesHood's AI Coach, and I was able to instantly write out kind of our criteria, and I got everybody on the team is now certified, and they're ready to go for Dreamforce. It's amazing, amazing, but because it's private, and it also brings in all the best practices, because the criteria were based on Dreamforce pitches, guess what it read? It instantly, in milliseconds, read every single one of Mark Benioff's pitches on Dreamforce for the last 20 years. So it was like, and he said in his words, it was like every one of my SDRs, every one of my BDRs were being coached in real time by Mark Benioff on what to say, what not to say at Dreamforce. Just think about that for a second, right? It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. You should go take a look at the AI Coach. It's awesome, and it's live, and companies are seeing dramatic benefits. Here's another one. We talk about improvements to efficiency. We have this thing called client sites, which is great. You can share content with your buyers and prospects. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Everyone knows the power of Gong with conversation intelligence. Well, guess what? Here's where we are now. Calls are transcribed in real time. Amazing. Beautiful. Call summaries are organized. Beautiful. In addition, an email follow-up is written with next steps. Remember, we're going to get 80 to 90% of the way there, along with recommended content. Right? That happens in milliseconds after the call. No more excuses for a salesperson not to follow up the day of. And think about the efficiency. Like, the salespeople that are using this technology are saying, like, it's insane amount of time they're saving so they can spend more time being strategic and thinking about their deals. Incredible. And then a last one here, which is all around Medic, which is, kind of a open source, a sales qualification criteria. I'm sure a lot of you are using some version of it. So now we can train, reinforce, run deal reviews, do it all asynchronously, let reps get trained and coached on the best practices of Medic. It's amazing, 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 with the same functionality of being able to get those curated email follow-up notes. Like, I love it. So I'm going to leave you with a few tips, because I wanted you to get excited about it. I wanted you to get beyond the hype and move into real applications. We showed you 4, Publisher, Coach, AI Coach. We showed you the AI Sales Assistant, and we talked about Medic AI, which is incredible. If any of you use Medic, it's game-changing, because it just automatically gets your teams aligned and mastering Medic. That's the power here. That's the power. But I want you to be careful, because you've got to know who to trust, right? And so first of all, when you start talking to companies and they start telling you, oh yeah, we have AI, ask some questions. Can you explain how your AI works? Just basic questions. They should be able to articulate to you the difference between private and public, LLM, and they should be able to, with confidence, explain to you how your information is going to be safe and secure, because you need a trusted partner. So that's number one. I love that one. Number two, with confidence, you need to know that your data doesn't leave the private LLM, right? So this is new to all of us, but I'm just giving you a couple insights. And the third one, I love this one. Try it out. Don't let black box AI kind of be this thing that you're not afraid to lean in and we invite each and every one of you. Go check the demos out. You can run an AI coach trial with my team. We'll let you use it and see how an objective system is going to provide feedback to your teams and up-level everyone instantly together. These are some of the benefits of AI, ChatGPT. We love to chat about how you're thinking about AI. What are you curious about? What are some of your concerns? And we'll just show you the future that's happening right now. So thank you everyone for having us here, and have a great evening, everyone.